When I was about 24, I noticed I was in Miami and I noticed my hair got wet and I noticed in the mirror, I caught sight of myself in a hotel room and I thought my hair's going on the top. But what kind of saved me was that I had curly hair, so you couldn't really notice it. But it was something that was constantly on my mind, and I just was one, too nervous to do it, two, I didn't have the confidence to do it or talk about it. So I just kind of let it go, really. And then it just got worse and worse and worse to the point where I had to do something about it. I was kind of known for wearing hats, which I still wear all the time anyway. That's kind of my look when I work. But I went to a premiere of a film and someone asked me to take my hat off. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to take my hat off with like 40 rows of people behind me. So that's when I was that nervous about it and that insecure and paranoid about it. I thought I have to now address this and do something about it. Because of the industry I'm in and because, I work with actors, actresses, and I'm known for being a famous hairdresser. I had to get this right. I could not end up with a, so I wasn't going to take any risks. So I investigated and I researched and I made it my life's mission to find out who was the best in the world at doing the surgery. I had been to see other people in America and different places, and I just wasn't happy. They didn't give me the time. They weren't compassionate. They just was kind of get them in, get them out. And I thought, if they didn't give me the time to consult me about the surgery, I sure as hell wasn't going to have the surgery there. So, when I found HRBR, I was given loads of time here and they understood my situation and I was made to feel really at ease from the second I arrived. And it was all just a pleasure almost. It was such a release when I first came from a consultation and I walked out of here knowing that, because I thought you always think the worst, like they won't be able to do anything, mine's the worst case. And then when you see other pictures and they tell you what you can do and what is achievable, it was literally you skip down the road. You're just so relieved. Do you know what I mean? Especially because of the industry I'm in, So it was just a done deal for me. Once I'd come here, it was a done deal. The actual experience after almost 10, 15 years of stress that it caused me in my life, the actual experience was, I can't almost remember it. It was so easy and pleasurable, and I was terrified of maybe it'd be painful and what I'd have to do, and I've just forgotten about it now, which is amazing really. Like, I'm trying to think back, and the team was so great, and it was just, dare I say it, pleasurable. You chit chat through the surgery and you watch a film if you want, and it was so easy. And not ever having any sort of surgery in my life of any sort, you know, I I was terrified in my head, but it was fine. Most people haven't really noticed. A few very close friends said, "Your bald bit's gone." And I've said, "Oh, has it?" And then I've told them, and they're like, "God, it's amazing." I live going through airports, like I'm in LA, London, Paris, all the different airports, and just I used to panic about having to go for security. That's how bad it was before. Like, I'd panic about having to take my hat off, my coat, shoes, and all that. So that those seconds of like, or minutes sometimes in a big queue of panic when they ask you to take your hat off was torture for me. So just even those moments are incredible, and you kind of know in your head that you've got a full head to head now, so you're like, yeah, hat off, whatever. And the just little moments like that change your life completely. It's incredible. Now I've got my hair back, and I know this is my hair. It's not somebody else's. It's not sewn on. It's there for life now. And it took me a while to get my head around that. Like, is this going to stay for life? Am I going to have this forever? And I'm not. I don't take any tablets. It's kind of done, and that's it. I've got a full head of hair back, which has made me go quite crazy being in fashion. So I dyed it black, and I've changed the colour, and I've done all crazy things with it since, because I have the confidence now that it's mine, it's not going to fall out, I can touch it, I can pull it, I can do anything to it, and it's like hair, full head of hair now. It's not something that's going to blow off in the wind or go, and it's my hair, but it's just been moved to the areas that I had a problem. So it takes a kind of it takes a while to get the confidence to think like that you can run your hands through it, you know, and you can do different things with it. So it's incredible. It's just, you know, moving it from one part to the other. And I really wish I had done it 10 years ago. Really, it saved me 10 years of hell. But it's fantastic. It's amazing.